Hey, wellbeing warriors, welcome back to Meditate with Marie, where an upside down Bramble and I have come to do our final live video of the week to round up and close my self-love series. So if you've been following the rest of the week, thank you for being here. If this is perhaps the first video you watch, thank you for being here. Maybe check out the others that are posted on my previous feed or on either the Facebook or the Instagram, I guess just, feed, isn't it? Yeah, that's what the posts are. Okay, so I'm just going to give it a minute for anybody joining us to come live. If you do, please say hi. Let me know how you are. Let me know if you're taking it easy and just resting through this dark moon phase. We've got a new moon on Sunday, aka new beginning. Hey Jane, joining us on Facebook. How are you? Are you okay? And my mum is live on Facebook. Hello to you too. I hope you're both well. Let me see if I can just tilt the camera on Facebook. You guys have to see Bramble right now. Look what she's doing. How cute is she right now? That's my baby. So we're here today to talk about soul food. Let me explain why. So my self-love series has been just me sharing one of my positivity practices in much more depth, much more detail, and I've broken it down into 5 days. The first one we focused on really a heart-centered practice that is very much like a gratitude practice. We reflected on all the areas of love in our life, all the sources of love, and chose to be thankful for those blessings. The next day we focused on self-care, taking care of our physical needs mostly. And then the next day we focused on self-talk and focusing on our mental health. Oh, Bramble, you are so cute. Paula's joining us on Facebook too. Hey, Paula. Where do you want to be? You shouldn't be upside down. Yeah, so we focused on self-talk, and that was a biggie for me. I think it's really important that we all speak about ourselves positively and think good affirmations and positive thoughts about ourselves, because our relationship with ourselves is the most important one that we have. That was a really good day actually. And then yesterday we focused on our emotional health, and we just sat, we mindfully did a little meditation and just sat with whatever emotions arose within us. Now that's a practice that really should be done regularly, and it helps us with self-acceptance. It helps us to just let go of what we can't control, and it just helps us accept our emotions more without resisting them or trying to force them or change them. It's really great practice. Today, my theme is soul food. We're going to talk about the higher self. Now, before I get into this, I just want to say, if there's anything that doesn't resonate with you, feel free to just totally discard it. If there's anything that does resonate with you, feel free to just take that. I'm just going to share how I feel about spirituality and soul food, but it's up to each and every one of us to discern what is true and what is right for us, and we're all at different stages on our soul paths and on our journeys here on earth. So where to begin? What is the higher self? Well, the higher self is essentially our soul or our spirit. So we've covered the physical, we've done the mind, the body, the soul, mind, body, emotions. Now we're going to get into the soul. The higher self is your soul or your spirit. Now we're all made up of one. We just seem to forget that a lot. Some people never learn that, they never awaken to that truth, but many of us do know that. I know that from a very, very young age. Both my parents were very open about spiritual talk, things like that. And I've always just known that I'm a soul having a human experience, as we all are. And how we can relate that to self-love is when you find yourself getting caught up in human life, the human aspects of life, and you find it challenging or difficult, particularly anxiety. This is one of my best techniques for kind of reducing anxiety is to simply remember and remind yourself that you are a loving soul having a human experience. Now, I always think of Earth and a human experience as like school for the soul. I personally believe that the soul or the spirit is our true nature. It's where we originally come from, and then we incarnate into a human body. Think of the spirit realm, or just soul home, as like home, and then we come into the earth like school. I think we're here to learn, we're here to experience, we're here to grow, and then a bit like school, once all your lessons are complete, you then go back home. So that's referring to life before life, life during life, and then life after death, which nothing really dies, energy continues, and we just go back into the spiritual realms. So I just think that really does help bust anxiety. It makes the human experience feel less intense, less scary, less of that impact of anxiety and doubt and all those things. Now, what's really nice is you can think of yourself as just energy, like it's just love. The soul just resonates with an energy of love. And there is one of the universal laws. It's the first one. It's called the universal law of divine oneness. Now, regardless of a religion, race, or anything else, it's said that the soul comes from one pool of energy, one divine source of energy. Now, you can call it God, you can call it the universe, you can call it divine consciousness, you can call it anything you want. They're all the same thing, and that's where we come from, that's what we're a part of, and we're all interconnected. We have this habit of separating ourselves from each other and our true natures, and that is part of the human experience, but we flow through it much more lovingly when we remember or reawaken to the truth of our true nature. Now, I hope you're following me. Not everybody will, and that's okay. I totally respect that. But for me, I absolutely love to spend time on my spirituality. I believe that we all have a soul purpose here on earth, and we all have a soul path to walk while we're here in this lifetime. Now, the reason I've chosen to do this video tonight where I am is so that you guys can kind of see my vision board behind me. I like to have a visual reminder of just life, really. Now, there's lots of aspects on it. Right in the centre, about there, is a picture of a house that represents my home, which is my foundation of my life. Down below it, mostly physical, earthly stuff. So it might refer to my health and things like that. Another aspect is family and friends. That kind of goes that direction, but again, quite earthly, but also moving up. Anything upwards is my spiritual path. So that's that momentum. And then over here is the kind of work that I do here on earth. And that's, yoga teaching, meditation, my soul purpose, which I learnt, oh my goodness, about 3-4 years ago. I went to see a very beautiful shamanic healer, and it was during that session that a lot of healing was done. I had what's called soul retrieval, and I was just really awakened to my soul purpose here on earth, and that is literally to uplift other people, to help them with their healing, and to help them with their soul journeys and their spiritual awakenings. So I think that's one of the reasons why I love to talk about soul food and spirituality. Paula on Facebook is saying that we should be more like trees because they support each other. I wholeheartedly agree with that, Paula, absolutely. I've actually got a tattoo on my back that is a bunch of wildflowers, and the reason I've got it, it kind of represents uniqueness and individuality, but the wildflowers, they're all different, aren't they? Different shapes, colours, sizes. They don't compare themselves to each other. They don't. They just look for the light and just grow and bloom in their own time, in their own way. And individually, each one is beautiful, but as a collective, they're all different, but they look beautiful together. And they are very well, they don't compete with each other. They're just very supportive. So yeah, Paula, I totally get that. And I think nature is a very spiritual thing too. Remember, everything is energy. Everything is energy. So including your soul. And what's really nice is sometimes when you're meditating or you're focusing on your self-care or your self-love, if you choose to just slow down a little bit, maybe when you're out in nature or even in meditation, you can literally focus on your heart space, you can focus on your soul, and you can just let the human thinking mind, the ego, just quieten or even dissolve away. Sometimes I like to think of it as like shedding a coat. If you remove the coat of your human layer, you're left with your soul just shining inside. Hey, Paul is saying I'm an Aquarius and we're here to lead others. I hope I'm here to help others, actually. It would be great if there was some value of what I share that helps other people. That would be really great. So I just wanted to come and share a little bit of soul food with you. Feel free to Google the universal law of divine oneness if you want to. Feel free to ask me any questions, be it about the Akashic records or soul purposes, or, you know, maybe some people believe in guardian angels, spirit guides. I certainly do. I talk to mine all the time. We're a soul. We have other souls that are assigned to help us with our mission here on earth. You can call them a spirit team, spirit guides, guardian angels, whatever you want to call them. They are here to help us navigate this human lifetime, hopefully in a positive way, you know, but we are ultimately here to learn, to grow, to evolve. Wouldn't it be awesome if we could all do it together rather than competing with each other? Jane, I'm really glad that you think I've helped you. I'm very pleased to hear that. I really do think that you very much helped yourself. I've been very fortunate to witness your journey these last 12 months, maybe less, maybe more. I'm not entirely sure, but I think you can be very, very proud of yourself. And while I may have guided you through some practices, it's you ultimately that has shown up for yourself and put the work in, so you fully deserve to reap the rewards of that. And my mum's saying she certainly believes in guardian angels. They are always with us, absolutely. I sometimes feel them. I can literally feel like sunshine on my head, and sometimes a little tickle. I know it's my spirit guide when I feel the crown of my head being really tickled. They like it when we talk to them. They like sound. They like the energy resonance of sound. So you can speak to your spirit loved ones, be it your loved ones that have passed and gone back into the spirit world, or you can speak to your guardian angels, whether they've incarnated here on earth at any time or not. They love it when we talk to them. Some people do actually hear them, I don't, but they can certainly leave us little subtle messages in other ways. You can ask them for signs. Quite often you might see robins or white feathers. I always think of rainbows as signs. I always know I'm on the right track when I see these things. And sometimes I ask them to deliberately send me signs and let me know I'm on the right track. Jane, you can. Sometimes you just got to open your heart to these things. The secret to receiving, if you want to receive messages from your guardian angels, is being open to receiving. Just ask them. Ask them questions, ask for the answers, ask them anything you want. They love to play. They love to get really playful. I think Bramble was sent to me by my guardian angels. I did ask them to send me a dog, and they sent me this beautiful soul, currently sleeping by my feet. Yeah, so I could talk about this stuff all night long, but I won't keep you. I'm just going to encourage you, as an act of self-love, to just remember or remind yourself, maybe with a vision board, that you are in fact a loving soul having a human experience. And anytime you need to take yourself out of your human stress, remind yourself of that. Maybe write yourself an affirmation or put some pictures up to remind you of that. Before I go, I think it would be quite nice to close with the loving kindness meditation. So if anybody would like to join in with me, feel free, get comfy. There's no particular requirements to this. I quite often say this or think this when I'm in the bath or walking my dog or anything like that. So what we do in the loving kindness meditation, which is pretty quick, we focus on the heart space, and we're going to send loving kind thoughts to ourselves first, because you've got to fill your own cup first. And then we're going to send loving kind thoughts to somebody that we know and love, somebody that challenges us, and then a group of people. Hang on, let me just see what Paula is saying. Paula is saying she has a white doe and a Viking. They're her spirit guides. I love that do you actually see them, or do you just intuitively know that? Let me know. I don't know why, but I really think that when I fall in love again next time, it's going to be with someone who's a bit of a Viking by descent, like a Scandinavian. I'm not quite there yet to receive him, but when the time comes, I'm going to ask the universe to send him to me. I know my mum has met her guardian angels. I know that because she used to see them and speak to them. And we've talked about it for ages, for hours and hours and hours. Paula, no, I haven't met my spirit guides. I have only felt them. I'm more clairsentient than clairvoyant. But yeah, okay. Feel free to message me about any more of your spirit guides. I would love to hear about them. So let's close with a loving kindness meditation. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale out of the mouth, all the old air out. Take a nice deep breath in through the mouth, just 3 cleansing breaths to begin. And exhale slowly and fully. One more, breathing in. And exhaling to relax the face, soften the shoulders, and feel free to gently close the eyes. If it feels right and good for you, maybe placing the hands on the heart. And you can either repeat these words in your own mind or out loud after me, or you can just allow the sound of my voice to guide you and allow the words to wash over you. So first of all, thinking of yourself, maybe visualizing yourself in a mirror. I'm going to send these loving, kind thoughts right back to you. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be safe. And may I live my life with ease. Take a moment to really absorb those feelings directed towards yourself. And then thinking of somebody that you love, let's direct the same thoughts towards them. So may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And may you live your life with ease. Direct those thoughts to that person and really mean it, really wish those things for them. And then slightly more challenging, think of somebody who challenges you. Maybe it's someone you don't like, frustrates you, somebody who's done you wrong. You may feel the body contract a little bit there, but that's okay. Let's direct those loving, kind thoughts to those people, that person. Try and mean it if you can. Send it from the heart space. So, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be safe. And may you live your life with ease. And then just allow any thoughts or visualizations of that person to just dissipate and dissolve. Thinking of a group of people, maybe it's each other as we connect live right now. Maybe it's our friends, family, community, or maybe you can really expand and open your heart space much bigger and think of the entire world. May you all be happy. May you all be safe. May you all be healthy. And may you all live your lives with ease. take a moment to send those thoughts out to everybody in the group of people that you've been thinking of. And just take a few rounds of breath, breathing in and out of the heart space, focusing on the sensation of love. And then when you're ready, on an exhale, gently blinking the eyes open and coming back into the room, the space. Thank you so much for joining me tonight and the rest of the week. Thank you for sharing your time and energy with my self-love series. Let me say goodnight to Instagram. I wish you all well. And if you like anything that you've seen, feel free to check out my previous videos, some of which are on my YouTube channel, Meditate with Marie. Sending you all lots of love and gratitude for being here. Sweet dreams. Okay, switching it back to Facebook. Paula, sometimes I see a tiger. I think it's my spirit animal. And you can probably see it maybe there on my vision board. I saw a tiger in my mind when I was meditating. And I feel its strength and I feel its courage. And it's really weird because then I was looking through a magazine not long after and I found the exact same image that I saw in my mind. Put it on the vision board. And I recently saw it again during acupuncture. I was just relaxing. I'm having acupuncture to balance my hormones and treat fibroids. I actually think they've shrunk. I think one of them's completely disappeared and I think the other's still shrinking. The acupuncture has been that powerful and that amazing. It's like I've got a whole brand new body. It's amazing. But yeah, I was laying down in acupuncture, just feeling the energy, being open to receiving healing. And I very clearly in my mind saw that tiger again. I was like, yes, I'm on the right track. I'm meant to be here. This is so great. And by the way, just so you all know, I actually asked my spirit guides for help when I'd been to the doctors, discovered I had fibroids. They couldn't be removed with surgery or anything like that. They just stuck where they are. My only option was to wait until they grew massive and then get a full hysterectomy. And I just couldn't accept that. I was like, no, I don't accept that. There's got to be something else we can do about this because there's a root cause for them. I was like, why? You know, why? And so I just did a bit of research on it myself. And I discovered that it absolutely can be treated with Chinese medicine and acupuncture. And let me back up. I'd said to my spirit guides, I was just doing a little prayer on it actually. I was like, spirit guides, please help me. Surgery is not really an option, or that's a last resort option. What else can I do? What can you guide me to help myself and heal this? And literally in my meditation, within about 3 seconds, I just very clearly got the word acupuncture in my mind. And I knew that's what I had to do. That's why I Googled it. That's why I did some research on it. And that's how I've ended up getting very successful treatment for it. So thank you very much, spirit guides. I always trust the guidance that they give me. Normally I ask for divine guidance for everything that I teach as well. I don't just grab a book and go, right, let's do this, this and this. I go, okay, universe, I leave it up to you. What would you like to flow through me? What would benefit people who show up today? And that's how I get my themes, color themes. That's how I just know what I'm going to teach each week. I just go with it. Sometimes it's like, it's not even me doing it. It's like I'm just channeling something. And that's awesome. I love it. So I think I've talked long enough on Facebook. Like I could literally talk about this stuff all night. But thank you ladies so much for being here. Love you guys. If anybody joins us live at a later time and you watch this video, feel free to add anything else in the comments below. Paula, thank you for your contributions. And thank you for your sisterhood. I really appreciate that about you. So lots of love to Jane, lots of love to my mom, lots of love to all of you who watch this. Thank you for sharing in my self-love series. Keep feeding your souls as well as your bodies and your minds. Sweet dreams.